welcome. After that absolute chaos, let's just take some time, sit back, relax, and pull out the algorithm book. Yes, I have a different algorithm book today. Because basically, whenever I write my pseudocode, I just write it with whatever piece of paper happens to be on hand at the time that I write it. So sometimes I write it, in that book, because that book is the one I have. Today, I wrote it in this book, which is actually like the one intended for this entire game, because I brought it with me to work, and work was very slow, as it often is during the day shift. In fact, as it often is in general. And because it was very slow, guess what? We get to take our algorithm book. Okay, so the algorithm I wrote today, thank you for the raid. Party of one, heck yeah. Okay, so the algorithm I wrote today was just more of the budget stuff, but the budget system that we have now, I say the budget system, the piece selection system that we have now for this puzzle is sufficient. It will get the job done. It won't be pretty, necessarily, and, like, there's still the potential that it's going to give you a random assignment of pieces that just doesn't work. But yes, thank you. Thank you for the raid, and thank you for watching very briefly. And also thank you for wishing me well. I appreciate it. Have a good evening. Enjoy yourself. Anyhow, back to the algorithm. I'm going to add this in at some point, but not today, because, we have a basic system that works to assign all your pieces. The problem is, you can't do anything with the pieces, which is kind of a big deal, seeing as that's half of the puzzle. That's not it. Game files, here we go. Image. Tile sets, system, characters, here we are. Oh boy, we're gonna have to make a fun new one. Okay, so we get a grid of 12 different, one sprite is 12 sets. And what we need our thing to do is it needs to span a distance of 3. What number is this? 13? Might have to pick a different number. Because we need an event for every single one of these spaces. We need 72 events. Ooh. It's going to be super fun. So it needs to be 1 wide, each thingamagummy, 1 wide, 3 tall, and there's going to be placed, placing, and invalid. So that's 3 different states. Oh, and non-existent. And we have 4 possible things. So that actually works out very nicely. So we need it to be at least... So we need it to be 3 tiles wide. Tiles are 48 in width. No. Yes, it does need to be 3 tiles wide, I think. Oh man, it's been so long since I created characters. Yes, it does need to be 3 tiles wide. Yes. Just like this. Inside paint.net. Now we wait for paint.net to boot up. And while we're here, we are going to need some tiles to get us started, just so we kind of have an idea of what we're doing. So let's actually go into our tile sets and turn down my Solove just a little bit. Sure, 15 will get the job done. And, ooh, what tiles are we going to use for this? Good question. I'm glad you asked. How about the ones we use for everything, which is outside 2? Unless we're using outside 3. But usually we're using outside 2. And we can skip A1 because those are the auto tiles. I don't plan on using any of those for this because I already have an idea of what I'm doing. I know that's unusual for me sometimes, but no. Today we have a plan. So then we'll need outside C, outside D. Do we have an outside D? Question mark? Question mark? We do not. Okay. Okay, so the thing that I thought was here is not here, which is fine. It's just gonna take a little bit of looking around, I suppose. Oh, is it perhaps on the inside? Perhaps inside. Oh, and we have outside A5. Here we go. These are the ones I was thinking of. Okay, and we're also going to need tile size checking template. Yep, that'll do. But this is the standard size of a full tile set thingamagami, which we are not going to use. Because we need this one for one character. And then... yes, so we will need... Let's actually start by creating a new layer. So 1, 2, 3 is... So that's just for one of these. And that's for 2. 1, 2, 3. That's for 3. So we will take this, do a copy, paste, and we need to make 1, 2, 3, 4 different varieties of these. No, just 3, because we have end cap left, end cap right, and centerpiece. Oh no, we do need 4 varieties, because we also need one that is both sides. So 2, 3, 4. Simple enough. Okay, then delete this. Don't think I need this open anymore. Probably could have used it. That's okay. That's all right. There we go, and we'll just paste one more just for up here. Drag that down below, and then what you do is you pull a little sneaky called doing this. And we're secretly working on this layer, but then look at this. We swap-a-roni, Control-C, Control-N, and Control-V. Bada bing, bada boom. We are good to go, my guys and gals. Then we do this. Layer down, paste it, paste that bad boy. Actually, first we should delete that, then we paste it. Yes, very good. And then we'll just delete these little things. Voila, now we can copy and paste these at will. Which then begs the question, which of these do we want to copy and paste? And I think, let's make the left cap first. So I think for the left cap, what we just want to do is we just take this, and I think it's fairly simple. Oh, wait, we should not do this on the background. We'll do it on another layer. So there's 3. And then what we just do is we just do one of those. Because it's going to try to animate it, which is weird. Okay, and then what we do, and this should be fairly simple, we take this one, invert, do a copy, do a layer paste, and this one we want to be, so if this is our placed, that means that we need one that is unplaced, which is going to be this one. And the first thing that we're going to do to signify that it is unplaced, how about 125 opacity? Yeah, that definitely helps. The second thing that we're going to do is we're just going to boop-a-doop, control-I that, and then we will paste a blue layer over top. We'll uncheck that one just because I don't want it confusing me. And then let's try multiply. How about additive? Color dodge, color burn. Maybe actually we need a different color, perhaps a lighter shade of blue. Color burn, color dodge. Oh, yes, that is it. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. Then we merge that down. Actually, what if we do this like that? If we merge that, then... I'm noticing a problem. I'm noticing a second problem. Because we need to be able to duplicate this for all of these. Let's try color burn. Nope, color burn is much too dark. Reflect. Overlay. Oh, yes. Let's try that. It's not quite bright enough. I'm looking for it to be just a little bit brighter. Sure, let's try that. It's a little too greenish almost. What if we actually try just getting the color right and then we can do the transparency later? Because our goal is just to make this just more transparent later on. So I think this will actually work much better. It's a little too green. Now that we actually know what we're getting, I think this is going to be much better. Sure, let's go with... still just a little too green. It's 10 is too green, but 11 is just green enough, I think. Then we will duplicate this, move it down. And then what we do is we just change the hue of this to be red. You really do seem to need a lot less red to make it look so saturated. I think that's fairly easy to distinguish. Okay. And then what we can do is we just take this one. Well, rather, this one. There we go. New layer. Paste that bad boy. Do it again. Do it 3 times. Copy. Paste. And duplicate. Did I make a bad estimation here? Two, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, a little strange. Let's see if things line out now. Because if they do, then great. Okay, yeah. So I just made a mistake somewhere down the line last time. And then we copy this box. And we do one of these. Paste-a-roni. And what layer settings do we need? Overlay. Just switch it to overlay. Beautiful. And this one, we just copy this box. Set it to overlay. Cool, super cool. Nice and easy, right? And then of course we just do the same thing here. Set to overlay, voila. Duplicate, but delete the blue square, and instead grab the red square. And then we go here. One, two, three. Voila. Control C. Actually, let's just duplicate the layer. And this will make it real easy to squish on down. Oh, and would you look at that? And then duplicate the layer again. So move this one here. Ooh, maybe not that far down, you know? So that is misaligned. But why is it misaligned? Was this one also misaligned? Which then, of course, begs the question, was this one also misaligned? Yes. Yes, very much so, actually. Okay, not sure how or why that happened, but it happened. There we go. So now this one's working, which means now what we need to do is make the combo. Which I think is just going to be a matter of taking basically this amount from this one here. Okay, and then we basically take this much. We take about this half. Actually, it might be easier if we start our integration just to begin with. So that's about what I want to keep. Probably should have done something with a little more overlap. Yeah. Let's actually try for that. There, that should be a higher degree of overlap. Yes, yes it is. There we go. That looks more like a unified single piece. So then we just merge those two together. Voila. And of course, do the same procedure as we did for literally everything else. And stretch. Huh. Why does that not align? Shoot. So let's see how badly this messes things up. Oh, actually, that's not bad. There we go. That's kind of neat. That's what the shape looks like. Yeah, I dig it. Okay, now that it's actually square, which is important. Oop. Now we can copy paste. Because, yeah, rectangles that are larger than squares, for some reason, don't fit very well as squares. Who would have guessed? Cool. And then we just merge them all. In fact, we can... Oh. Set this to 125, 123. Because half of 256 is 124? No. What is half of 126? Or 256? Over 2. It's 128. Ah, so we set this to 127. And now they're transparent, well, translucent. Delete this layer, voila. Presto. 127. Delete that one. For all the graphic thingamagums I've had to do, this is perhaps the easiest. Oop, I forgot to merge. Merge, then delete. Or we could delete, then merge. It doesn't really make a difference, since they're not related to each other. Voila. There we have it. Presto. Presto changeo. Okay, so... let's actually check the formatting on the save files, because... I have a feeling it makes a difference. Yes, so exclamation $sign is what we need. Because $sign says that, oh, this thing, however large this image is, it is divided as a sprite into a singular sprite page. So there are 12 animation-y things. And otherwise, it's not going to work correctly. So that's why we need to save it as 4 different images. each with different states. So yes, and then I think $sign brings it down so that way it's not a little bit above the actual tile. Hello, I would like to save. There we are. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let's not save this to my memes folder. I do appreciate my memes folder, but maybe we reserve that for when we actually have memes. You know? Characters. Dollars or exclamation dollars. Bridge. We'll just call it for now. Bridge. Double cap. Sure. And this one. Except this one will be R cap. Because it's on the right and it's the cap. Hey, Kilroy. Welcome. And this one is gonna be this one no cap. Hello. This one is gonna be this, but it's gonna be L cap. Voila. Cool. So I believe that's all the textures we actually need to design. So now comes the fun part. Figuring out how the heck we're gonna program it. No, I don't need to save them. Thank you, though. Okay. Okay. Pseudocode time. Let's get this out of here. Do I need my second camera? Yes. Dang nabbit, why does nothing work? Okay, do we have the desk camera? Or do we need to physically unplug this? For some reason, that seems to make things work better. Who knows what? Okay, that doesn't seem to have changed literally anything. Hey, there we go. Except that's the wrong orientation. Okay, let's add the video capture device. Yes, add source. Desk cam. Yes. Deactivate. Activate. Okay, have fun with your homework. Oh my word. Gotta plug it all over again. This is gonna be a thing. Deactivate. Activate. There we go. And adjust. Why do I have a second camera? What else is displaying here? Oh. There we go. That's more like it. Okay. So... we need to figure out some clever way of doing this. So... first things first. I'm going to do left to right, but it's going to be flip. So I believe we have our... so we have our triple span. Oh, single span, triple span, double span. Let's see if we can't change this to reflect that. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's right here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Little bit suboptimal in terms of the where it lines up, but you know, we'll make it work. Really designed this so poorly that I would have it not line up nicely on either side? Yes, I did. Why did I do that? I'll tell you why, because sometimes I'm an idiot. There we go. That's more like it. There we go. Now our model actually makes sense. So it's nice. Okay. So, this is what it looks like for the player, but we're mathematically going to treat it like this. Okay, so... So, basically what we want to do is we want to say, okay, this event so we have to go from this piece so we have to go from selected piece somehow we have to get that into selected piece has a location and a width. We'll go with width. Cost. And then somehow we have to get that into this event has a display type. Sure, let's call it that. Display type. And it has a display state, which can be built, good, bad, none. And display type can either be L cap, no cap, R cap, double cap. So basically, we need to almost find a way of simulating this mathematically, because that'll be easier. Unfortunately, my bladder is very full, so I will be back in like 10 seconds, and yeah, then we'll go from there. Okay, and we're back. Okay. And our location is in terms of, well, X, we'll call it. I suppose there's two properties to that. X and span. Which span? Because we have span 1, span 2, span 3. AKA cost, and that is number of events. Okay, so say that you're leaving, thin as a shadow. Don't walk away, there's still waters to travel. Planted a garden, filled it with flowers, Hmm. It might be simpler, actually, if we... Oh. Okay, we're back. Sorry. Forgot to turn off my transition. There we go. Okay, so... How many piece types do we have? We have 13. 13 is actually not too bad. Because I'm thinking it might be easier to just make 13 different images. One for every type of piece that we can have. Rather than trying to do this. It'll probably look better too. Yes, I think that'll be easier. Okay, so the important thing to remember is that we need to keep one off on the side for the even numbered ones. Okay, so we have 1, 2. Actually, which ones do we all have? Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's largely illegible to most people, but, you know, it does look pretty. At least that's what other people tell me. So, thank you. Where's the thingamagummy that I need? Actually, it'll be easier if I just have it in a notebook. I have everything in a notebook somewhere. Where is my list? Here's the list. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 12, 15, 16, 18, 20, 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, yeah. That's not too bad. Yeah. This is why I generally write in all caps if I actually need people to read it. But for things like my notebook, I mean, it's just a notebook, so you don't need to read that. I'm the only one who needs to be able to. And I don't even need to be able to read it all the time, just most of the time. Yeah, it's a bit of a bad habit. Also, typing. Typing is good. Yes. Okay, so we need to boot up paint.net again. And we're gonna need... Actually, it'll probably be easier just to go at it from here. Straight from the source. Game files, image, characters. Open all of these, please. Open. Thank you. While you're doing that, I will open up this one. Oh, and we should turn off the camera. What's my shortcut again? Alt page up. Okay, that hasn't worked. That's not what I wanted either. Not sure why it's not working correctly. That's not what's supposed to happen. Oh, I already have the desk camera. Yes, remove that one. Turn off that one. There we go. Nope. Shortcut still doesn't work. Okay, well, I guess that's gonna have to do. Okay, so now we need 13 of these. Okay, so for the width of one, that one's fine. This one actually needs to be 3 wide. Oh yes, we'll call this cost, and we'll say this is width. Let's call it thick with 2 C's. 1, it's a meme, and 2, it makes more sense. Well, more sense. It makes sense still. It still describes the thing. Okay, so for the width of 1, we actually need it to have a width of 3 because we need to fit 3 character things. What's 3 frames? Oh my word, I can't believe I forgot the word frames. You know, that word that no one ever uses ever. Okay, so 3 frames. So we take it, multiply, take it, if it's even, add 1, then multiply by 3. So 2 plus 1 is 3, times 3 is 9. That one's also going to be 9 wide. Is 5, 15. And then, oh yes, and this is in tiles, right? Don't forget that. And then 6 plus 1 is 7, times 3 is 21 tiles. 8 plus 1 is 9, times 3 is 27 tiles. 27 tiles. 12 plus 1 is 13, times 3 is 39. 15 times 3 is 45. So that's actually 17 times 3, which is going to be 21 plus 30 is 51. And then 19 times 3 is going to be 27 plus 30 is 57. 21 times 3 is going to be 63. And 63. Okay. And then into tiles, or not into tiles, but rather into pixels. 3 times 48, 144. 9 times 48, 432, 432. 15 times 48, 720. Oh boy, these are going to be big ones. 21 times 48, 1008. 27 times 48, 1296, 1296. 39 times 48, 1872. 15 times 48. Sorry, 45 times 48. 2160. 2448. 2736. 3024. Oh, that's the same one. 3024. How large is this one actually? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 tiles. Which means that all the rest we can trim down from this size. PX for pixels. And then height. They're all 3 tiles by 48 times 4. 3 times 48 times 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That should be the correct height, yeah? Just guessing here. Yes. Yep. Okay, so that's actually not too bad. Ah, thank you. I appreciate it. How's your week been? Okay, so for our first view, we can basically just copy one row over. Oh, that is definitely in the wrong place. Where's my tile dragger? Yes, okay, that's in the correct place. Oh no. Oh no. Fair enough. Although, it's kind of nice every once in a while to have a boring week. You know, life was too exciting all the time. Well, that's no good either. I'm aware it's too large. Drag that bad boy down. Delete the layer. Okay, cool. Now everything is in order. One, 2, 3. Oh wait, we can just do it this way. Okay, so first up is the 12s, and this is the only one we're actually going to need of this. I, for one, am very glad that my job is occasionally exceedingly boring, because it means that I can do other things while I'm technically getting paid. So exclamation mark, $, a bridge, 1/12. Oh no, we can't call it that. 12. Sure, we'll go by that. No, I don't like that. We need a better naming convention. Characters. Rename. 1.12. Sure. Can we do 1:12? Nope, we cannot. Can't do slash. Can we do nope? 1-12. Sure, that'll work. And then we delete that. Oh, actually, what we'll do is we'll do that. Crop to selection so that we don't have to worry about the height anymore. And And then we copy this. This one has a width of 2, which means it actually needs a width of 3. Because RPG Maker is confusing. And won't center it correctly if we do it any other way. Oh yes, we can close this one now. There we go. There we go. And this is going to be 1 of 6. Pop that over. Ah, yes. So this game I've been working on for over a year now. Because I have school that I was busy with, and you know, there's only so much creative output one can have, especially while you're busy. But yeah, so the idea is it's sort of a bit of a love letter to 2 of my favorite games from my childhood. And those games are a game called Logical Journey of the Zoombinis and a game called Sid Meier's Colonization. And they're very different games. So it's sort of combining the things that I like about both of them. So Logical Journey of Zoombinis is a puzzle adventure type thing. And the idea is that you take these little guys called Zoombinis, who are like these little ball creatures with weird squeaky voices and strange eyes and hair and that sort of thing. And very strange feet. Some of them have springs for feet, because why not? And the goal is to get them from their current island across the continent to Zoombiniville, which is going to be their new home. And in order to do that, you have to help them overcome various trials and tribulations, which come in the form of puzzles. And one of my favorites is the one where you have to make a pizza for a tree stump. It's a very curious one indeed. Yes, it's very strange. Yeah, indeed. So that's sort of one gameplay aspect. And then colonization I've played more recently on here. I think there is still a video up of me playing it. And it's a lot like Civilization, except the city management is very different. It's more citizen based. So you might be able to put 2 and 2 together. And the idea for this project is that you have people over here, and you need to move them through puzzles over to your city, and then you manage your city. So that's the idea. We're a very long ways away from that. Last summer I did 1 puzzle, and then it's taken me up till now, like since last August, to even get anywhere close on a 2nd puzzle. And city management, forget it. So yes, progress is slow, but I do enjoy it. It's just something fun to do. And yeah, the reason I stream is not necessarily because streaming is going to be lucrative anytime soon, as you can tell. Just more so because then it makes sure that I actually do stuff, because otherwise it doesn't happen. Yeah, so that's the gist of the plan. Actually, I think I can show you what the... Do I still have the demo? I do have the demo somewhere, but it might just be easier just to show you the puzzle I built last summer. Because, you know, this one doesn't have a whole lot to show for it. It's been a lot of behind-the-scenes work. So if I just add my starting position here, that'll do. And if we start a new game, and we'll pause the music, because... you know what, let's do hard difficulty, because why not? So this is us. Right now we have a party of 8. Although, I think I changed some of this for the demo. Oh. Yeah. Oh. I keep talking to people. Stop. Yes, I already am aware. I know how this game works. Yeah. I don't stream a whole lot, but when I do, it's nice to have somebody to talk to. So I really appreciate you being here. Yes. Okay. So anyhow, right, I was doing the puzzle. So we have our characters, and the goal of this puzzle is to get them, is to balance out the ship. Because, you know, obviously, if the ship is in balance, then of course they don't have ballast or anything to balance out the ship. So then we can't set sail. Naturally. So the idea is you have your whole party here, and you can see there's 8 of us, and they have different. Yeah, pretty much. So then we have our 8 different people here, and you can see that they have different classes. So there's 3 traits that they're divided into. Strong, tall, and dexterous is Herald here. And this is strong, middling, dexterous, strong, short, dexterous, and there are, I believe, 6 different special traits. So there's 3 strength categories, 3 height categories, and then 6 other trait categories. So you can see here that Time Spiraled here, who made a very generous donation over Christmas to a charity campaign. He's an expert farmer here, so he is average, he's tall, and he is hardy instead. But this puzzle only looks at your height and your strength characteristic. And what it does with that is tall characters way more, because they're tall, and strong characters way more, because they're carrying more stuff. So that's the general idea of that. And then also there's a cargo deck as well that you can also use to balance out your weight. So you stick your characters in the cabins, they have a lovely old good time. I forget exactly how the solution is, but it's something like this. And I think that's technically sufficient to... Oh yeah, so keel-wise would be this direction, and then cross-keel would be this direction. So they're balanced along the keel, but they're heavy on the starboard, so then we would move them over. Or at least that's one way that we could do it, because there's also the cargo hold, and I didn't properly balance this, so if you just fill the cargo hold with metals, then, yeah, since it's relative, and the metals are much heavier than the people, well, it's very easy to basically get a close to perfect score in terms of the balance in either direction, just by spamming metals in your hull. So, even though I did release a demo, still very much early access. And there's a lot of other ideas I've been kicking around with this one that at some point I will probably implement. So you can see, like, we haven't changed that much, but we dropped it down to 3%, a 3% difference, which is much smaller, and that'll be more than enough for, yep, you win, yay. And the next bit is loud and not going to actually be part of the game, so I just put it there because if the demo has literally nothing, then that's fairly boring. Yeah, so that's that so far. Whereas the current puzzle, we did all of this. And this. And this. Oh, yes. Right. This was a thing that I forgot that I fixed. Last time I streamed, I got really confused because somewhere in here there is a random function, and every time I went through the random function, it just broke the arrays I had, which was fun. Yes. So at some point, I will add in a resource management system, but that's much further down the line. So my first goal is to get 3 puzzles and then like a really basic city management system going, and then we will start looking into the more resource management and technologies and, you know, political relationships with your various neighbors. Because yeah, that'll be fun. Like I have a lot of ideas, like this notebook and several others, just tons of stuff. So like, oh, this is actually for the boat puzzle. Have some little ideas there that, you know, tried some things. Designed a currency system that is never going to get implemented because it's way too difficult. I tried doing a light puzzle, couldn't figure out how to get any further with it, so I had to drop it. A warehouse puzzle that, yeah, a hydraulics puzzle, that was fun to design. Basic world map, there's a much more detailed one elsewhere. Oh yes, and then we have the vast number of research trees, including the natural sciences, engineering, philosophy, philosophy B, medicine. So, you know, that's not going to take any work at all. If I were ever to implement it, which at the rate we're going, maybe never happening. And then basic design for the city. There's just like a lot of ideas that I have kicking around here and there. But yeah, minimum viable product first, and then we'll see. Then we'll see if there's any motivation to keep going. Oh, I can probably turn off the keyboard to conserve power. Anyhow, right. So last time there was an issue in our randomization algorithm with how the pieces get shuffled about. And I thought that it was an issue with the math.random. And I was like, why is math.random erasing my arrays? It's not supposed to do that. Turns out it wasn't doing that because it couldn't do that, which is what I thought all along. So I was correct. I was just also incorrect about what was happening because in this loop, the break condition was set to game variables.value 312.length single equals sign 0, which assigned this length to 0, which just absolutely destroyed the arrays because it's like the array must have a length of 0. Great. Which absolutely genius idea. So now it's actually checking to see if it's if it's equal rather than, you know, stating that it's equal to 0. So now it actually works, which is nice. So I think I can delete that. So that was just a note to myself for the stream, because I got so frustrated after like somewhere between an hour and half an hour of just trying to figure out what was going wrong and getting nowhere with it. And then, you know, I took a 10-minute break after I was done streaming and came back to it because I was like, oh, I think I can figure it out. And lo and behold, I did figure it out. It's just my own idiocy. And then we store our party on the map. That's all fine and dandy. So we've done like all the prep work for this, except, you know, the part where we actually make it work. So that's what we have to do now. Anyhow, where was I? Right. So now we need the middle one. The middle one. One. And then that's up to here. Hold on. There we go. That's more like it. Okay, so that's the 3 wide. And then we have the 4. There we go. Then we just want to take this line. There we go. We will shove that over. Shove this over. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we actually need to shove it over one more. Two more, actually. Because we need one for this tile, and then a set of 5 there. Cool. Oh, and we should probably save this. This is going to be not bridge 112, but bridge 16. Oh, we already have it. Oh, wait. So we already have bridge 1/6, which means that this will be 1/4. Which means I should close both of those. Which means that this will be bridge 1/3. And then we take this bit, shove it over just a touch. Oh, let's shove the correct layer over. That is important. Otherwise you break everything, and that's no fun. Unless I suppose you think it is, in which case good for you. Sometimes breaking things is fun, but I don't like to break the things that I'm working on, because then I have to fix them. Oh, this is actually not the correct size. Hmm. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now we need to double that width. In fact, let's just take it all the way to 3024. Oh, and let's do it that direction. 3024. Okay, that should do us for the time being. And if it doesn't, well, bully. Two, three, four, five, six, seven. Oh no, we need to move it one more. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That one. Oh, shoot. Lost my place already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That one. So this is 1 of 2. Two, 4, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yes, 9, and then we need one more. I wish there were a slightly easier way of doing this, but it will be easier later on. Oh, I do appreciate that greatly. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Cool, 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 cool. Four, 6, 8. Nice. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Some of these are just absolutely gargantuan. Oh, and we're not even most of the way there. So we did that one. This is the 8. So 8 of 12 is 4 of 3. No, is 2 of 3. And then we want to take this one. And we're just gonna budget over one. Voila. And then do a copy paste. And if we actually open up this one, then what we can do is we can pull a little sneaky. And we copy this. So 9 of 12 is 3 of 4. Bridge dash 3 of 4. this layer. Next one is 12, which is odd. Of course it is. 9 to 12 is actually a fairly significant jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, plus 1. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's going to be this one here. And then copy this. It does look quite repetitive, doesn't it? The texture. I suppose that doesn't make too much of a difference. And we need 13. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Copy. So we definitely don't have that quite right. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, so we need 13 and then 1. So we need to move that over another 2. Alrighty, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Yeah, hopefully at some point we'll have an actual release. Yeah, so I'm not sure when I'll be back. It probably depends. Next week is probably going to be fairly busy for me, but maybe around Thursday. Thursday we'll probably be back. Hopefully sooner than then, but we'll have to wait and see. This is one first. And then we gotta jump all the way up to 15. So right now there's 14 here. 15. Oh yeah, we only need to move it over 1. Oh, nice. That works out nicely. Hopefully I'll be back then. We'll have to see what's actually going on. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Do I have that right? 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Yes, I do. Oh yes, if you wanted to play the demo for yourself, it is available on my website. There's a download as a .zip. Not sure if you'd be willing to trust that, but if you are, then it's there if you should appreciate it. And if not, that's fine too. This should be... So 15 out of 12 is 5/4. And next we have the 16er. Eight, 10, 12, 14. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I'm noticing a problem. $15. Okay, and is this one 15? 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I'm very confused. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Yes, I'm aware. Does this one? Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Okay, that's good. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, yep, that one's fine. Okay, so something just went wonky with the 15. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. 17 for the 16 here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. Means we actually need to move it over one more. And then 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. So more. There we go. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. So 16 over 4 is... No, 16 over 12. There we go. Is 5/3? 4/3. Yes, 4/3. Four thirds. And then 18 means moving this over by 2. 1, 2. Actually, 3. Yes. Because this should actually be 19. 2, 4. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. 20. Oh, so I was correct the first time. Sometimes I'm an idiot. An idiot, I tell you. This is 18, which means we should just be able to... Oh. Not again. I always get my layers confused. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Yes. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. Almost right on the money. 1 pixel short. So 18 over 12 is... Three halves. Yeah, no, that's correct. Sometimes I'm very stupid. So we are at 19 right now, which means we need to move this over 1, 2. Now we should be at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16, 18, 20. Wait. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21, and then 1 extra for here. Oh, good. That was just this time. Oh, phew. And this one needs to be 20 wide, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. And that makes it 20, yeah? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, yes. And this should then be 21. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21. Hey! So 20 over 12 is 5/4. 5/3? 5/3. Then what we do is we just nudge this one over. Oh no. And this is, so 21 over 12, 7/4. Yes. There we go. Presto. Hopefully that actually works. Let's check it. Let's check our work. Wait a second. Did I royally goof this? Let's see. I really hope I didn't royally goof this. Actually, which piece did I select? Ah, 1, 1. Ah, so this is supposed to be an entire span's worth. No, I didn't actually want to continue. Okay, so it's putting it an entire thing above. Oh, because it's centered at the bottom tile, right. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Except it's actually showing 13, and the one on that side is supposed to be null. So we want it at 6. the fifth one in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that one. Okay, parent. So we do want it at 6. That looks not too bad. I think we should change the color on it. And let's also give it a custom route. Turn down. Wait for half a second. Turn left. Turn right. Turn up. Which means it should go, I believe it's in descending order. So we should see built, good, bad, thingy. Not existing at the bottom. Yes, that's what we should see. So far, so good. So that is working. And I like these, the red and the blue. Those actually look good. I like it. I like it. I have no idea how we're going to do this mathematically right now, but I do like it. Oh, let's not actually use 1. Unless, what are we using over here? Oh yeah, we're using 1. Not sure if this is going to work, but if it does... Probably shouldn't commit so much to this if I'm not sure it's going to work. Oh, and we even put it in the wrong place. We might be able to do something like that. That's what I'm thinking. Not sure if it'll work, but, you know, worth a shot, right? Okay, so this functions are our graphics function. That's something to note. So since the event images are centered, how do we actually control this? Is there a zoom? I swear I saw a thing about zooming the other day. There's scroll map. There's not a zoom. I want to zoom out. Could have sworn I saw a functionality for that. Oh no, that's the wrong place. Change map camera. Interesting. Supposedly that's under the scroll map option. So yeah, one would think it would be right here. I guess not though. Set zoom. X set game player dot y. And what if we set this to 50% zoom? So if I do that, what does that look like? What? That is not what I wanted at all. Why? Why have you done this? Why are you like this? Oh, no, that's not the correct thing. What if we do it the other way? Do it that way, does it help? I have a feeling probably not. But it's worth exhausting our options. That's really annoying. Why? Why? Why can't you just render a little bit more, you know? That would be real nice. I'll have to figure something out. Because for some reason they were like, hey, people are only ever going to zoom in. Why would people only ever zoom in? Sometimes you want to zoom out too. Okay, sure. Either we'll figure out some way around it, or we'll hope that we don't need to figure some way around it. Oh, pardon me. Okay, let's see if we can figure out some sloppy code of some kind. So first, if selected piece is even, selected piece over select piece modulus 2 equals 0. That is, it's even. Offset piece to left side of split. Okay. And get event X. Okay. And then if X is between 99 and 88, span 1. If X is between 79 and 44. If x is between 33 and 10? What? Wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, no, it turns out it is fine. Okay, so if x is between 10 and 33, then it's in span 3. Wait, span 2 is actually the triple, not the double. Okay. I should probably use a better notebook. I literally had it. Here it is. So absent-minded. Yeah. Let's activate the desk camera. And you know what? Since we're here anyways... Where's my settings? It's actually... Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Just wanted to move settings. There we go. Hotkeys. Desk camera. Okay, that's mute and unmute. That's actually not helpful. In RPG Maker stuff. Show. It's supposed to be control page up and alt page up. So why doesn't it work? Oh, it does work. It works with some delay. Or maybe you have to do it twice? I don't know. Okay. Bridge. Okay. So... if selected piece modulus of 2 is equal to 0, that is if the remainder when dividing by 2 is equal to 0, in which case it's even. Offset piece to L side of split. Haven't decided how I'm going to do that. That's what pseudocode is for. Just say that it shall be, and then it shall be. And we'll have to figure out the details later. Okay, then we want to get get current event X. That's going to be important. If selected piece, oh, we just called it X there. If this X value is between 88 and 99, span 1, which is the single span, else if 44 is greater than X greater than 79, span 2, which is the triple span, else if 10 is less than or equal to X, it's less than or equal to 33. That's the double span, which is span 3. Else invalid placement. Cool. Then what do we have? Then we have selected piece cost over 2. So I think this is actually where this is going to come in. Width. Then we're going to be going from x min equals x. So actually, let's call this L bound equals x minus selected piece dot cost over 2. So if we have a width of 12, so this piece has a cost of 12. So, and it is located at x equals 73. So 73 minus, oh, bracket that, minus 6 equals 73 minus 6 is 67. So where is 67? Is that 67? No, it's not. Okay. Plus 1. Cool. R bound equals x plus selected piece dot cost over 2. Which then should yield 73 plus 6 equals 79, which means this should be 79, and it is. Okay, so that's fine. Else L bound equals x minus selected piece dot cost over 2, and R bound equals x plus selected piece dot cost over 2. I think that stays the same, but I'm not sure. Okay, so what odd ones do we have? We have a 9. Actually, we have a 3. We have the 3. So let's grab 1/3. Oh wait, it has a cost of 3, which is 1/4. So it is located oh, actually, I know what we need to do. We floor selected piece dot cost over 2. And I believe this is also floor. So this is at 78 plus 78 minus 1 equals 77. Plus 1 equals 77. We could also do this minus 1 over 2, because that'll accomplish the same thing. Which means we can scratch this off the list, because we've already accomplished it. It's probably easier just to use the floor. Because then we can use the same variable here. Actually move the right bound. Dot cost over 2. Okay, cool. Cool, so that's that block. So now we've figured out which span it's in and where the right bound is. Okay. And then we have span 1 dot L span 1 dot R span 2 dot L span 2 dot R span 3 dot L span 3 dot R 88, 99, 44, 79, 10, 33. This is 10, right? Yes. If R bound greater than R, or L bound less than L, invalid. This is start condition. If invalid placement equals false, then place. And enter. And enter pressed place. Cool. And then we have to figure out how the heck we're planning to place things, but I think that's something for another time. And now that I'm seeing this, I'm almost thinking of going back to my original implementation. Yeah, it might almost be easier. I honestly have no idea. Well, I am going to call things here. Because, yeah. The bridge placement algorithm is something I have to work out later. That's something we do later. Yeah. Anyhow, thank you all for tuning in. I do appreciate it. I really do. Yes, whether it was 10 seconds, 10 minutes, maybe even longer. Yeah, I do appreciate all of it. Yes. So yeah, hopefully we're gonna have some videos coming up at some point. Because a friend of mine said that he was bored and asked to edit things for me, so I was like, yeah, sure, you can be my editor for free. And he was like, yeah, that's great, I need something to do. And I was like, great, glad to have you. So some of these streams might be getting highlights and stuff. We might be doing other things as well. I haven't talked that much to him about it because, yeah, it's a very new concept to me. Anyhow, so yeah, hopefully we'll be seeing more things get made. That'll be exciting. And yeah, we'll probably be back at some point. I don't know when. Goodbye.